Now, do you think that's a head turner or no?
A head turner?
Yeah. If you were to buy that for someone, whether it be a boyfriend, your dad, or a real good friend, who would you buy that for out of those three?
Honestly, I'd probably buy it for my mom.
Yes, yes, y'all. You know what time it is. It is the Milkman, and we are back again with another one. Downtown again. It's about 25 degrees Celsius. So you could do the conversion if you're in the US or any country that uses Fahrenheit. And it's a nice day outside. It's pretty hot. I'm in the shade right now. I was walking through the sun. It was burning up my head top. So I think we're gonna have to do this one in the shade. So what we're doing today, D&G, Dolce & Gabbana, light blue O Intense. Now, I don't have too much knowledge or too much experience with this fragrance. Reason being is because in my search for it, I couldn't find it in Canada. So I actually had to look at like not necessarily an outlet, but a store that sells imported fragrances. This being one of them. Now, if you're in Canada and you know where to find D&G Light Blue O Intense, more power to you, but I couldn't find it. So I actually got a little bit of FOMO looking for it. Like I said, I ended up finding the store, picked it up. I've sprayed it, a couple times here and there, but I don't have too much experience with this fragrance. Now, one thing I can say is that I really like the small touch on the box. It has like a little felt feeling to it and shiny text or shiny font. It's a nice touch, nice feel or whatnot. The smell, you could smell like a little citrus in it, especially when you spray it. Yeah. I didn't spray too much around me because when we're doing the interviews, you don't want to have the women already smell it before they actually can provide their reaction. So hopefully, well, like I said, I don't have too much experience, but what I could tell you from my experience, it is also a light fragrance, great for summer days from what it seems like. And for something like this, yes, I would wear this in the gym. I think this could pass in the gym. I find it a bit stronger than, for example, the Chanel Edition Blanche. I find it a bit more pronounced. So all you people who have more experience with D&G Light Blue O Intense, leave your comments in the comment box. Let us know what you guys think of it. So what we're gonna do today, the plan of action today is, so like I said, we are downtown. This is, I think, Albert Street. So we are downtown and we're going to head west, right? Okay, so this is Albert Street right here. This is the Eaton Center straight ahead. And we're gonna head west. The next street over is Bay. Beyond that is what we call Nathan Phillips Square. We're gonna keep walking. I'm actually trying to get to Queent, which is south, so that's to the left. And we're gonna take Queent all the way down, maybe to Mcaul, and possibly visit a well-known institution that's known for arts. The architecture is really good. We'll probably take a look at, let me just switch the camera. We'll probably take a look at the park there. The park is good too. Come back to Queent and probably make our way up to John. Perhaps Spadina, just depending on if we could get a lot of reactions. If we don't, then we'll probably stretch it a bit further and come back down. And so let's do it, y'all. I'm gonna pack up the stuff and head on our way. So let's go. All right, we're on our way. I'm kind of cheesed. When I did my last video, I actually lost my cable that connects the mic receiver to the camera. So I had to replace it with the next one. And yeah, I'm a bit mad actually. So this is Expectation. This is a I think this is a restaurant, and the founders are from Montreal. So I have a funny story about expectation. So, as it was told to me, and I have no reason to believe that he's lying, but a close friend of mine actually met a famous singer whose name starts with CM. She's a female singer. So he met her at a club, and you know, they hit it off. She was down here, I think she was down here for a movie, filming a movie, or she was down here for an award show. Anyways, they hit it off. But my boy was broke, right? He didn't have any money to take her out. I think he only had maybe about $20 to his last name. Lucky for him, he knows the owners of that restaurant. She's like, so they link up. She's like, hey, let's go out. And obviously you gotta impress a famous singer. He takes her to Expectation. They hit it off. She likes him so much, she goes on a famous radio show. I'll give that radio show's name, which is Hot, I think, was it Hot 97? I think it was, yeah, Hot 97. She goes on Hot 97 and she's bragging about how she meets a guy in Toronto. Now, ask me what happened with their relationship. I have no idea. I think he dropped the ball, dropped the bag, dropped everything. So up till this day, I don't know what happened, but things didn't work out. And I'm so cheesed for him because she actually wanted to fly him out to the States. This was maybe like, I'd say about 10 years ago. This was about 10 years ago. So she wanted to fly him out. She said, listen, if you want to get into the industry, I could, you know, make some calls. You look like a model. You're tall, handsome. You'll do real well. And he, you know, he didn't follow up on it. So I don't know what happened. Maybe I'll follow up with him and see why he didn't take her up on that offer. But it sucks for him. So right now, we are in Nathan Phillips Square. And if you're not familiar with Toronto, Nathan Phillips Square is like, this is where City Hall is pretty much. So what we usually do is have a lot of events in this area. You have a lot of multicultural events going on. Here's another body of water similar to the one I showed by TMU. And in my opinion, again, I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say that they also turned this into a skating rink. But again, I'm not 100% sure. I think so. So this is the Toronto sign. We'll go on the other side just to take a look. Here's a wider shot of City Hall. And let's loop our way around. You could get snacks. Okay, yeah, so they do allow skating in this body of water because if you see on the left side, that shop, that shop allows you to rent skates if you ever so please. So I've been redeemed. So right now we're walking south towards Queent, but I'm gonna show you guys. Let's head into the shade because, like I said, my head's burning like a mofo. And then we're gonna take a look. So here's a Toronto sign. Looks pretty good. Some waterfalls. Everyone dying to get their shots. It's a very busy tourist area. As you can see, a lot of people like pulling up to this area when they come to Toronto. And along Queen Street, you could generally find food trucks, and which is cool because so as you see the food trucks, you get different types of food options. Sometimes the poutine here is on point, but I forget which one it is. I forget what food truck, but I know one of them has poutine that's real good. All right, so we're gonna continue going west. Let's head down a bit towards Queen. And then we'll make our way, we'll go west towards the university. After university, we'll keep going to Mcaul, go north on Mcaul, and check out that institution I was telling you guys about, but let's go.
Okay,
all right,
let me
cool.
know.
Yeah, you can spray it whenever you want, and
Okay.
then, yeah.
Okay.
I can already smell it right now.
Okay.
Honestly,
I
It's
do
not
actually
like-
like that.
I
like-
like it, but it's not like a very like musky scent. It's kind of like
No. Smells very like bubble bath type. Like,
yeah, like a bubble bath, but
Not
kind of
my
like
go-to.
it smells kind of like essential oils.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't.
Like
You know what?
essential oils.
If a guy were to be wearing this and I were to like smell this on,
I would like it.
I would say like
I'd
you
be
smell
into
good.
it.
I think this.
You'd be
I
into
think
it?
this is good.
I'd be
yeah.
into it.
Now, do you think that's a head turner or no?
A head turner.
Yeah.
Depends.
I don't think it's a head turner, but
No.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I would
Okay,
appreciate
okay.
it.
So it's very light, unintrusive, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you can't use between 7 to 7.9. You can't use 7s. What would you rate that?
Like a 7.5.
Can't use 7. Nothing in
wait,
7.
shit.
No-
Maybe like a 6, a 6.5.
Okay.
6.5.
I don't know. I think it's 6.
6?
A 6. Yeah.
Okay. So my follow-up to that is it's a 6. Who would you, if you were to buy this, who would you buy it for? Out of the 3. So would it be a family member, boyfriend, or like maybe a best friend if you have?
Oh.
Maybe a family member.
Okay.
Maybe like my brother. I think
A
I'd
brother.
buy this. I'd buy
A
this for my
brother.
brother. I would get
Yeah,
this
for
my brother.
sure.
So
Yeah.
we got brother or family member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
For sure.
now let's say your boyfriend, you had a boyfriend and you guys were about to do something, you're about to see him, he pulled up with this fragrance. Where could you picture him actually using this? What type of scenario?
Maybe like a boat day.
I,
Oh,
like a boat
100%.
day,
A
right?
On a boat, yeah.
Like a day on the boat, like Friday Harbor. Friday Harbor in a spill.
Exactly, yeah.
Like maybe like on the boat. I feel like it's a nice, like it's
It's
like a
very
summery
beachy
scent.
type, yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
summery.
Sunny vibes.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
a boat fragrance for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we just crossed University and Queen Street, Queen University, and we just finished that interview with the 2 young ladies. They did a great job, but I messed up, guys. I didn't get their names. I apologize. That's something that shouldn't happen. But when you're on the go, when you're on the move, when you're running around doing things, you forget. I'm unk status right now, so you guys gotta forgive me, right? You see the grays in my hair. I'm hitting that age, man. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. If it does, call me out on it. But they gave us different answers. They pretty much gave us some good answers. 6, 6.5 for D&G light blue O intense. Great for a boat day and maybe the yacht. But let's see what else we could get, all right? So we're back on the go, Queen Street. I remember when this used to be a CIBC in this area because I used to work down here. So it's kind of strange seeing the differences. But we are heading west right now. on Queen Street. Slowly approaching Mcaul. I think it may be, is it the next or the one over? But this is the downtown core, another end of the downtown core. Okay, so no, this is St. Patrick. So St. Patrick, and I believe Mcaul's up next. But this is the downtown core. If you're working or if you got a job downtown, you'll spend a lot of time in this area. There's a lot of shops, food shops. There's ramen. Pretty much anything that tickles your fancy. I probably should have been walking on the other side because that's where the shade is. So what I may do is when we come back down after walking through Mcaul, when we come back down, I'll probably start walking west on the south side of Queens, south side. Now, this looks like it's a pop-up shop of some sort, of some type, poppin'. And CN Tower in the cut. Pretty dope. And I think this area, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go on the other side so we could enjoy the shade. Oh, there we go. A lot of graffiti. I think is that Graffiti Alley? I think one of those is Graffiti Alley. I'm not sure. We got some graffiti. Talented artists in the city. Fit for less. If you want to get your workout on. Man, I'm hot as a mofo. All right, we're gonna keep walking north on Mcaul all the way up to Dundas and then cut through the park. But what you will see is we're slowly coming upon OCAD. And OCAD is a very popular art institution in Toronto. It's recognized That's probably it's probably the top. Look, Canada's largest art and design university. So OCAD. And as you see, they really take pride in their structures. So we're gonna be cutting through this forest over here. But in the meantime, let's just make our way up to Dundas. I think these are residents, if I'm not mistaken, along the eastern side. We got people just chilling. Park. So this is Butterfield Park. And we're gonna cut through there when we come back. It's funny, just a quick thing about OCAD is I didn't even know what OCAD was until a few years back. I remember when me and my folks used to throw university parties. One time, some girls came to the party. We're like, yo, we don't recognize you. Where are you guys from? They're like, oh, we came from OCAD. And I thought OCAD was like somewhere out of town. And then I did my research. Come to find out, OCAD is just downtown. And they were art students.
Hey guys.
But yeah. To me, it wasn't as popular as, for example, York University, Ryerson, U of T, the Grange. Heard horror stories about the Grange and the type of food that you could find there. Maybe if we do a next OCAD one, I'll pull up into the Grange, see what they have on order. Apparently it's real bad. Don't eat at the Grange. And this is the AGO, the Art Gallery of Ontario. So right now we're at Dundas and Mcaul. More construction. Crazy. City's always under construction, so. If you want to spray more, you can.
I'm the only person.
It just smells like soap. Like a really nice soap or like laundry detergent. It's not bad. I like it. Yeah.
You don't have to like it. It's not mine, so you don't have to like it if you don't. But you said it smells like soap.
It smells like soap. Yeah.
Okay, but I guess a real good soap.
A really good soap, yeah. Not bad.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, you can't use anything in the 7s. So you can't use between 7 to 7.9. You cannot.
Okay, sure.
What would you rate that?
Like a 6, I guess. Like a 6.
Like a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. My follow-up question is this. If you were to buy that for someone, whether it be a boyfriend, your dad, or a family, or a real good friend, who would you buy that for out of those 3?
Honestly, I'd probably buy it for my mom. Because I think it's pretty like unisex, but it's not like leaning masculine. It's just kind of like fresh. Yeah, kind of unisex, fresh. I don't
Okay,
know. I'll do
okay.
my mom. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think that's masculine at all, eh?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. Okay. So my last question to follow that up is this: let's say, for example, you were dating someone, and they did pull up with that fragrance. What type of occasion would you see him wearing that fragrance in?
Honestly, probably buying groceries. Costco, yeah.
That's a Costco fragrance?
Yeah.
And how much is he spending on groceries, in your opinion?
I don't know, like probably enough for a good amount of protein in the week because we go to the gym. Yeah. We're probably not spending that much money on cologne. In this economy, no.
All right, family. So we are still on Mcaul. We just finished that quick and brief interview with Kate, and it was very informative. She gave a similar rating to the other ladies, a 6, but in her opinion, D&G light blue O Intense is not masculine enough. She wouldn't even buy it for a male family member. Family, what do you think about that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave your comments below. Is Kate tripping? We'll see.
There's a lot of jerseys.
You're starting to get that lens flare going. Hopefully it's not too overbearing, y'all. I apologize. But we shouldn't be too far from Dundas. Not Dundas, what am I saying? To John or Spadina. So that when we get to those places, we could loop around and then head east on Queen Street. But lucky for us, we're in the shade. And as you see, this is Butterfield Park.
Yeah, it was next.
Pretty nice. Nice place to chillax. Very populated. Very populated. So what I'm gonna do is, right now we're heading north, like northwest. Trying to stay in as much shade as possible. Maybe I'll do a video at Trinity Bellwoods. See what's shaking over there. It's like someone's fixing a roof on the church. Gotta get those repairs in, you know? Yeah, y'all. So we're walking south on Beverly Street. Gonna hit Queen any moment now. This part of downtown, I never really used to spend a lot of time on or in. So not to say that it's any new to me, but not totally familiar with these ends. This is a quiet location too, very tranquil. Telling you one thing that money can't buy is summer in Toronto. It's an amazing place, but once winter hits, the skies start turning gray. you could give that away. Someone wouldn't even pay you to give that away, right? So, or you can even pay someone to give it away to them, I should say. Tongue twisting my words. So, yeah, so what's gonna happen is once we hit Queent again, we're gonna go west, hit Spadina or Dundas. Just depends, and then make our way back. The sun is gonna be pointing the opposite direction, so that's gonna be the good thing. But hopefully we'll be able to tie things up and have some sort of consensus on DNG, light blue, O intense. Stay locked in. And you see the tip of the CN Tower. Yeah, he would have failed that driving test. All right, so we got you know what? Trying to see if perhaps I can make it on the other side. When I mean the other side, I'm talking about the south side of Queent, where the lens flare is not as bad. If we go directly west, or we could just soldier it out. You know, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. It's Peter Street coming up. Actually, looks like we passed John. Looks like we passed John? Yeah, we did pass John. All right, so it looks like we're going up to Spadina, and then we're gonna make our way back. But you see the sights.
I'm getting somebody to drop me off.
Patio season, amazing. D&G light blue would probably be a great complement to patio season. We got some drummers playing in the background. It's a lot of noise here, so I'm not sure I'm going to make an attempt for interviews.
Live streaming?
No. This used to be, I think it was here, that used to be a club. I forget what the name of the club was. Was it this area? I think it was this area. That one of our fallen Toronto rappers actually perished. I think it was this area, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was right here, where they're doing the construction. So, guys, what I'm gonna do right now is head back down. When I say head back down, we're gonna go east on Queen Street. Right now, we're gonna cross Queen, go east, maybe to where we started, back to the Eaton Center. Yeah, so we're gonna cross right now, head east on Queen, maybe back to the Eaton Center. But what I'm gonna do is just cut, edit it till we get maybe to an area that we didn't see, because remember, we went up Mcaul, crossed over where OCAD was in the park, so we missed a little bit of Queen that we didn't capture. So what I'm gonna do is jump back to where we missed, start filming for a little bit, and if we get any interviews in between time, if we get any interviews, do this. If we get any interviews in between time, then I'll put them up, but stay locked in.
I think it smells good, yeah. It's a nice scent.
So it's not mine, so you can be brutally honest.
No, I don't think it's that bad. It kind of has a hint of hand sanitizer, but it's not bad.
A hint of hand sanitizer.
Slight bit, yes.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, you can't use 7. So anything in 7, from 7 to 7.9,
Okay.
can't use. What would you rate that?
5.4.
Okay, so 5.4. So why does it lose 4.6? How come it's not a 10?
I think it smells too much like hand sanitizer or a cleaning product.
Okay,
Yeah.
smells too much like a cleaning product. Okay, so if you were to buy that and you had to pick between a boyfriend, like your best friend who's a guy, or like a family member, who would you buy it for?
Probably a family member.
Okay, family member. Okay, last question. If your boy, like you say you had your boyfriend, I don't know if you do, but let's say you did, and he actually wore that. What type of scenario or situation would you see him wearing that? That was passable for you?
I'm not sure. I don't think I have an answer for that one.
It sounds like you don't really like it that much. All right, guys, so we are right by Beverly and Queen. Heading down. And this is the part we haven't traversed yet. We're coming up on John Street. And then from John, we'll make our way over to, back to Mcaul, because we totally skipped Mcaul. Naan kebab, I get that on a regular. I'm a naan kebab head. Oh man, this market, this used to be like a cafeteria where you get an assortment of foods, and they had some nice jerk chicken wings in that establishment. I don't know what happened. They're probably gonna shut it down and turn it into condos. Then you got Warehouse. I don't know how Warehouse is right now, but when I used to go, you used to be able to get wings, poutine, everything for a cheap price. And we are back at Mcaul, so let's make our way back to maybe the Eaton Center. As you know, it's a Milkman, so the consensus was around a 6 for D&G D&G light blue O intense. And hold on, let me grab it. Yeah, so the consensus was about a 6 for D&G light blue O intense. The people said they like it, but maybe the profile isn't the greatest. And again, we're only basing these ratings off of the initial spray. We haven't taken into consideration the dry down of the scent, which, to play devil's advocate, it could absolutely shine. Like I said, my experience with the fragrance is very limited, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say. As I said, I'm calling it right now. We are at Queent and University. Queent and University. If, you know, something, if something pops up on my way to the subway station, then I'll edit it in. Outside of that, you know what time it is. It's a Milkman. I'm off this. Peace.